smoked cod curry. I know that doesn't sound possible, but this, my friends, is the place where the impossible becomes the possible. Mission possible. Activate smoked cod curry. Okay, so let's start with the base of the curry and then we'll talk about the smoked fish later. Any good curry has ginger, onions, garlic. That's the base of the flavor. Don't leave out the onion. This curry works really well with smoked fish because it has little hints of sweetness. Little hints of sweetness in the raisins. Raisins, Louise. We're putting raisins in it. And the onion is super important because when the onion cooks, it gives it a little touches of sweetness. So onions, ginger, and garlic. I just like to beat it up on a microplane. Makes me look way better than I am. And there's less chances that I cut myself. Right, Louise? Yeah, she totally agrees with me. If she lays down, she's saying yes in her mind. And then even ginger on the microplane, you can beat it up and get some nice ginger flavor out of it. Yeah, easy peasy. I like the ginger on the microplane. It makes like a paste. Sometimes you can freeze it, but hey, if you've got a good microplane, just grate it fresh. Okay, so that's the base of the curry. Louise, sorry if I scared you. Okay, little shot of butter, and then this is a trick for mine with curry, or a little shot of oil and a tiny shot of butter, and then you can go right in with the onions and the ginger and the garlic. Ooh, that's a great sound. And I love the ginger and the garlic on the microplane because you get a ton of flavor really, really quickly, and it makes it really fragrant. It just like opens up the flavor book. So get that in there. That's the base, and then this is kind of like my fun part of a curry is making the spice blend. So this one has a ton of spices. So a lot of selection, a little bit. So just get this working around. And then I like curries when they're like quick. It should be a quick thing. So a little bit of salt is gonna help soften those onions up. And then you really wanna beat around the ginger and the garlic. It's already smelling delicious. Okay, spices. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spices in this curry. So you don't want to use a lot. You just want to use a little bit of a lot of spices. So first I'm going to start out with heat. I like my curries when they're spicy. Plus I'm putting like some really decadent coconut milk in there and it's going to help cut through the spice. So chilies and red cayenne because you want some nice heat, a nice hum. And then let's talk about some serious flavor. Cumin, can't leave it out of a curry. Every time I have a curry, I taste cumin. I go, yep, that totally makes sense. Don't leave the cumin out. And you want the seeds to toast in the butter and the oil. It smells delicious as soon as the chilies and the cumin go in. It makes me smile. Turmeric, this stuff is really good for you. It's really healthy. And then it gives you that like big burst, sunburst color, almost like my shirt. So just a touch of the turmeric. And then curry powder. I usually make my own blend of spices when I make curry powder, curry stews. But a little touch of the curry powder gives you like a Madras curry note to it, and I just love it. Fennel seeds for that good like licorice punch, which makes it really nice and exciting. Coriander, if you smell it, it's like an edible bouquet. It's delicious. And then some cardamom. Cardamom is like activate flavor. It's really delicious. So just get it in there, toast it really lightly, and you can see the color change already from the turmeric and the curry powder. I like to put chickpeas in it. It gives some nice texture, and it gives like nice sustenance to the curry. And that's a perfect time to get the onions in, the ginger, the spices, and then when you put the chickpeas in, now you're starting to build flavor really quickly. You want to season the spices so they jump out, and it just makes everything nice and tasty. And then here's my little secret. So because it's fish, there's a lot of spice, there's a lot of energy, there's a lot going on in that curry. Throw raisins in it. When they rehydrate in the coconut milk, they puff up, and it's a nice, really cool sweetness that goes with all of those beautiful spices and the smoked fish. The raisins are great. As soon as you put them into a warm pan with butter and oil, they start to like soak that up, plump up, and they plump up full of flavor. Like a sweet raisin with cumin and the onions, like it just makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. Okay, and I always put in a bit of cilantro, but I like using the stems because it's really good texture, and there's a lot of flavor in the stem. You can use the leaf if you want, but I always keep the stems, and sometimes they're great to throw in a curry. They just add like a huge pop of flavor. Bam! Curry's all about balance, so you want a little bit of acid in there, lemon juice, and then coconut milk. Give it a good shake before you open it. And then that way the crema like blends with the coconut milk and you get really nice creamy coconut. Sweet. Yeah, so put a little bit in and kind of deglaze the pan, like work the bottom of the pan. If there's any spices on there stuck on, just give it a nice swish around, deglaze it, all those crispy bits on the bottom, that's just a ton of flavor. Oh yeah. I mean, you can put some more coconut milk in it. It smells so good, it's ridiculous. And those raisins are gonna plump up in there. That's awesome. So before I put like fish or meat or anything in the curry, I always give it a taste. Because before the raw fish or meat goes in there, you wanna make sure it's nice and balanced. Yeah, okay. It's got a little kick. And then, you know, again, so, just a touch more acid kind of really helps round out the coconut milk because it's got a lot of fat in it, cut through it nicely. So this is smoked black cod. If you don't have smoked cod, you can use any fish with this. Whitefish preferably. I happen to find some smoked black cod, these little pieces, so that's what I'm using. But this kind of curry with any fish, it's gonna work, it's gonna do you justice. And that's the whole trick here, is put the curry together, get it really nice and seasoned to where you like it, and then drop that fish in there, and the smokiness is gonna go so well with everything going on in that pan. It's just delicious. And then just get it out of a little roll, and put the lid on it, and just kind of let that fish steam and all that natural smoke go into it. Delicious. So because it has like it's spicy, it's got a kick. So to cool it out, do like a little yogurt sour cream raita. Well, it's just a funny word for some yogurt seasoned up, and it kind of takes the edge off the curry. So just a touch of yogurt, like 1/4 of a cup. And then like a little shot of sour cream because the yogurt's like nice and tart. I like to balance it out with just a shot of sour cream. And you want to give it a nice season, a good pinch of salt, and you want a ton of citrus in there. The citrus in there is kind of going to attack the fattiness of the sour cream and the yogurt, and it just makes it really wonderful and delicious. No seeds. No seeds, please. And I've put red onion in this before, even some diced tomatoes and cucumber. But there's so much going on in the curry, a little sweetness from the raisins and the onions cooking down, that is perfect for me. And just to dance that on top of the curry, super delicious. Oh wait, I forgot one thing. Sorry, Louise. I need some chili for the end of this thing. The fish should cook really quickly. They're in small pieces, so it only takes a minute, and that is violently hot, so it cooks it really fast. And the whole thing about a curry is you want to like make it with the fish in it and serve it immediately. So good, so good. Yeah, just move it around a little bit. If the fish if you have it there and you just press on the fish and it flakes like that, it's perfect, delicious. It only takes a minute to cook. If your fish is in bigger pieces, leave it on there. I just put my spoon in it. If it flakes off, it's good to go. It smells so great. And I love the texture of the chickpeas in it, and the curry powder and the turmeric give it a great color. And the smoked fish in there is unreal with those fudgy, chewy raisins. Man, you gotta try smoked fish curry. Or if you don't have smoked fish, you can just use any regular fish. Cod's pretty good, but that is delicious. And it's so fast too, that's what I love about it, it's super quick. And because there's cayenne in there and a ton of chilies, we just put a little kind of splash of the yogurt, the sour cream, and the lemon in there. It kind of cuts down on the spiciness of it. But if you're a sucker for spice like me, you can throw in a little bit extra chili oil. Oh, this stuff is dynamite. And it looks really pretty, the red. Super cool. And then just to garnish it for some like a fresh pop, you can put some cilantro seeds or cilantro leaves rather, in and around the curry. Dude, just delicious. I'm so excited. I need a spoon. Yeah, it's really pretty. It comes together quick. The coconut milk is a really good texture and consistency. A little splash of chili oil. Okay, that might be one of the best curries I've ever made. It's so ridiculously good. The smoked fish with all of those spices and the raisins works so well. You gotta try this curry. It's fast, it's delicious. If you can't find smoked fish, just use any regular white fish that you can find. Even salmon would work. Okay, we're gonna eat this. This is amazing. Okay, try it, enjoy it, bye.